The Appellate Division First Department is now in session. Good afternoon and welcome to the admissions ceremony of the Appellate Division First Department. Ms. Guerrero, please proceed.
May it please the court, good afternoon. I, Veronica Guerrero, counsel to this court's Committee on Character and Fitness. I'm honored to present 37 applicants to the court for admission to the bar. Each of these applicants has met all of the requirements necessary for admission to the New York State Bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each and every candidate here today. Accordingly, and on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant here this afternoon does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York. Therefore, I do hereby move for their admission.
Thank you. As always, we try to dispose of our motions expeditiously, and my colleagues, prior to commencing our ceremony this afternoon, have provided me with the authority to grant the motion. Ms. Guerrero, please, on behalf of this court, give thanks to the committee members for their pro bono service in conducting the review process required for the admission of new attorneys. We are eternally grateful for their service. And now the clerk of the court, the Honorable Susana Rojas, will now administer the oath.
Good afternoon, Justice Mansonet Daniels. Good afternoon, candidates. I will administer the oath in the form of a question. At the end, I will ask you to unmute your microphones and respond by saying, "I do," if you agree with the oath. At this point, I ask everyone to please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law to the best of your ability? Please unmute your mics and respond by saying, "I do."
I do.
I do.
I do. I do.
I do.
Congratulations, attorneys. You may lower your right hand and please mute your microphones. Thank you.
Congratulations, and I now invite my colleagues to unmute their mics and join me in congratulating our newest members to the New York State Bar. It is the tradition of the court that one of the justices gives remarks to the newly admitted attorneys, and today that privilege falls to Justice Manuel Mendez. Justice Mendez? Unmute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I don't sound underwater, do I? Great. Thank you, Justice Mansonet Daniels. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the court, I want to congratulate the newly admitted attorneys and your loved ones, the family and friends who have supported you emotionally and financially throughout this journey, and who have hopefully joined you in this virtual ceremony. Today is a very significant day for all of you. I know that it was for me because it marked a before and after admission. It marks the end of a long journey filled with many stressful days and sleepless nights, and the beginning of a new one as members of the legal profession. You have proven to all that you have the basic and necessary skills, knowledge, and character to join the ranks of the legal profession. In law school, you learned to write and think like lawyers and to analyze and argue logically all aspects of an issue. The lives you've lived up to now tell us that you have the requisite character and fitness for admission. However, membership in the bar requires more from you. With your admission, you gain the rights and privileges bestowed on members of the legal profession. But with those rights and privileges come certain duties and responsibilities you owe to the court, to yourselves, and to others that will help you have a long, rewarding, and successful career. Allow me to illustrate by sharing with you some of the advice I received many years ago when I took the same oath you are taking today. The law is an ever-changing profession, and the best lawyers are those who approach each day with the desire to gain a better understanding of the law and the world around them. To be relevant and useful to those you represent, you must educate yourselves day in and day out. You must learn to adapt to new situations and overcome new obstacles, as we are doing now to work around the inability to meet in person due to this pandemic. To achieve this, take advantage of all the resources available to you by joining and being active participants in bar associations. Your most important asset is your reputation. Develop and establish a good reputation for professionalism and civility. In our desire to be zealous advocates, we sometimes lose sight of the fact that antagonism is not the same thing as effective advocacy. Remember that the most effective advocacy does not stem from posturing and tone, but from reasoning and a solid understanding of the substance of the issues at stake. We do our profession a disservice when we rely on bluster and contentiousness to make our point. You should strive to maintain an atmosphere of courtesy and mutual respect in all legal proceedings. Never lose sight of the fact that your advocacy and negotiating skills can mean the difference between someone losing or retaining their home, their business, or their liberty. Whether you are representing a client on the most complicated civil matter, the most serious felony, or on a small claims matter, you must always represent that client with zeal to the best of your ability, never losing sight of the human element of the law, because the law is not just an abstract concept or topic for debate. It is a very real force that has significant impact on the individuals involved. As lawyers, you have an individual and collective responsibility for the health of the legal profession and society. Use your newly acquired clout as members of the legal profession to achieve outcomes that are just and that will benefit the profession and society. It is your duty to carry forward the best tradition of the legal profession, the tradition of serving others. Pro bono service, whether it be as counsel to a nonprofit institution, the representation of those with unpopular causes, or the indigent, is a long-standing, worthwhile tradition in our profession. Ours is a wonderful, noble profession, and lawyers are at their best when they use their skills in the service of others. This tradition of voluntary service by attorneys is ancient and honorable, and we will be looking for you. We will be looking to you for its continuance. In summary, continue educating yourselves. Develop a good reputation for civility, humanity, and competence. Get involved in bar associations and in your communities. Volunteer to serve others. Use your skills to achieve outcomes that are just and that will benefit the profession and society. If you follow this advice, I am sure you will have a long, satisfying legal career. On behalf of my colleagues on this court, I welcome you to the legal profession and wish you much success in your career in the practice of law. Congratulations.
Enjoy the balance of this beautiful day. This admission ceremony is now concluded, and this honorable court stands adjourned.
Thank you to all of the judges. and to Ms. Rojas. They will now log off. All of the new attorneys will stay on with me.